Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's going to be a lot more ASMR-like because I feel very sick. After this, I'm going to be uploading this and going to bed. I'm going to do my best. I just wanted to apologize. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to summarize so you don't have to hear my voice being so bad. Link down in the description. Everything's going to be timestamped. Do everything in one take best I can. Let's do this. All right, the patch notes. So they discuss the anti-cheat. What's interesting, again, what they're tackling here is bots, as well as mentioning that they're targeting people who are teaming as well. Now, they said they've been seeing progress. It's an internal thing. I have also seen a leak go on saying that they're going to tackle Chronos Zens. I don't see that here. I'm only mentioning it. Please respawn if you watch this. Chronos Zens strike packs, let's ban those. That would be so sick. Please, please, please. They said continue to submit your in-game reports as they do both in identifying cheaters and impacting they're having in your matches. Audio. As a part of our ongoing efforts to improve audio reliability, they've implemented a system that will allow us to improve how we diagnose audio issues for our PC players. But also look out for common symptoms such as footstep audio events being dropped throughout your matches. They said they're going to detect an abnormally large amount of these situations. With in-game audio, we will occasionally offer you an option of uploading a detailed report containing everything our audio engine did throughout the course of your match. So that's pretty cool. I recommend doing this. I'm excited. That's pretty exciting. I really hope that they continue to improve the audio. Yeah, that's cool. Matchmaking. This season, they're tackling matchmaking quality throughout the region, population management, leveraging skill values and ranked by increasing queue wait times for high-skilled lobbies. So we're going to have to wait longer if you're a skilled player. Population management comes in the form of system improvement that allows auto-merging of players into high population regions to expand the pool of players closer to skill matchmaking. So they said they're continuing to improve this. The first change is how players are reset each season, initial rank and tier places based on the player's track, skill value, and how much RP they had at the end of the season. This will group like skill players together even if they haven't played in a while. Players new to ranked will receive their initial placement based on their performance in Apex so far. The new change is part of a seasonal tuning for matchmaking, when this time around means asking our Platinum, Diamond, and Masters players to wait a bit longer while they try to find them opponents that are closer to their RP value. Skill and RP aren't the same thing, but they're closer when they happen in the past. Now, if you didn't see yesterday's stream, we played arenas. My voice wasn't as horrible then, so I definitely recommend checking it out. We did really good at the start, actually. Link down in the description down below. As I continued, you'll probably notice my performance started getting worse. That's because I started feeling more sick. Death by design. So there's new limited cosmetics that they're releasing. If you're interested in those, that's the thumbnail that we used for today. I guess pretty cool. It's up to you if you like those. They have the store. They have the Legend Locker. I covered some of these in the stream, by the way. We showcased some of those. Now, balance changes. We covered most of these yesterday. The Bocek is returning to the floor. Triple Take inserts the care package. HAVOC returns on the floor loot. The gold weapon rotation. The Bocek Compound Bow, Hemlock, Longbow, Mastiff, and Wingman are now gold weapons. Now for arsenals. They added a voice line for pinging and interacting with arsenals. Before loot bins resets, light, heavy, and energy arsenals now give 2 blocks of ammo with each pickup. Ammo at all arsenals now take 20 seconds to respawn. This was 10 seconds. After loot bin resets, enhancing your weapon will now give at least 2 attachments. Added a sight flare to the model to show the arsenal has reset. Ammo at all arsenals now take 10 seconds and grant a full stack of ammo. They said they're pleased with arsenals and are excited how players have weaved them into their gameplay. I agree, I think they really work. I think they're pretty cool. Now, we covered this yesterday, but the Assault class has been nerfed. Battle Surge, they removed the scan on shield crack. Health bars now linger for only 3 seconds. This was 4. The move speed now only applies while sprinting during the active window. I don't know if I agree with this. I feel like, well, beside the scan, I think that they should leave the strong perks. Now, speaking of removing these perks, the Skirmisher class also got a nerf by removing the charge knock. We showcased this yesterday. I don't necessarily agree with this either. They said they like rewarding Skirmisher playing aggressively, but found the extra charge was uneven results. I don't know if it was too busted. I feel like the pick rate for Ash was even stronger. But well, you know, what do I know, I guess. Sparrow. We covered all this in our video. Check out the link down in the description down below. You know, the beauty of covering a lot of this is even though I'm sick, The beauty is that we've covered these in videos where I don't sound as bad. Now, I know people were expecting caustic and other changes. I'm not really sure why, which I do agree with, but they're not here. So let's cover what we do have. Predator's Pursuit. They remove Deathbox minimap, location, and pings. Wow. I don't know how I feel about that. The previous hotfix, this was when they changed the max distance travel time, so we already knew about that one. I don't know how I feel about them removing that, though. Predator's Pursuit feels redundant now that she has her new dash, another form of intel gathering. I suppose so. I guess what's the point of recon or others if you have so much information? Huh. I don't know. Okay. That's been a part of her kit for so long. Conduit. This was a previous hotfix. The increased attack health regen ticked to 4. This was 3. Mirage increased the number of decoys. This was also a previous hotfix. Wow. They really didn't add anything to the legends. We were right about yesterday. They really didn't do anything. Isn't that crazy? Comment down below if you think that's crazy. Pathfinder. Grapple hook cooldown now variable, ranging from 10 seconds to 30. I saw it from 20 to 30. How do you get 10? How does that work? Zipline gun. Integrated zipline upgraded to base. Damage mitigation increased to 50%. This was 25. The zipline, feeling zippy. Gain a second zipline gun. Grapple god, or gain a second grapple hook. We talked about that. It wasn't there when we played in the build, but it seems like that is happening. Dev notes, remember me friends, I may kill you. Wow, I sound awful. Who do I sound like? I sound like an anime character. Well, anyways, Seer, previous hotfix. We talked about this being faster. This was a previous hotfix. We talked about the gold sniper mags yesterday. This was no movement penalty while the weapon with gold sniper stock is drawn. Usable with all sniper and marksman weapons. Cool. Yeah, I like that. Hop-ups. Booster loader removed from floor loot. Yup. We did see that. I didn't comment about it, but I did see it. I should have. Skull Piercer added. 30-30. Longbow and Wingman. The gun shield generator is no longer use a Devotion L-Star. I forgot to say that. But it is on the triple take. It's not here, but it's on the triple take. It can be used with the Hemlock. The accelerator was removed from the P20 Vaulted Wingman. Is now added to the Bocek, Devotion, Mastiff, and Sentinel. They also made a previous hotfix to the ult charge. Just letting you know, that was a previous hotfix. The HAVOC rifle decreased damage to 19 was 21. Wow, the HAVOC sucks. They increased the hipfire spread. I mean, really, the HAVOC kind of sucks. I was using it yesterday. I was like, this gun sucks. I don't know. I don't think it needed to be. It kind of like, they old yeller to the HAVOC. If you know what I'm talking about. The Hemlock burst. Increased headshot damage by 2. Yeah. They increased the mag size. I feel like John Wick. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. I think the Hemlock's back. So the new perk about the Devotion, we talked about this. If you get all of it, you get like Exodia, and you get the turbocharge. It's really busted. Not gonna lie, the Devotion is crazy. L-Star, yeah, it's buffed. This was a previous hotfix. The Bocek Bow isn't as exciting as I thought it would be. Go watch the video yesterday. I don't think that the grenades are actually that strong. I think that the bow is also pretty weak. In my opinion, I think it needs to have a damage around 60. I think 55 is a little too low, just in my opinion. Also, the triple take damage per bullet increased to 23. This was 22. The increased rate of fire, it's got a gun shield. The choke speed is increased. This gun is crazy. Also, P2020s, it's still too strong. Just putting it out there. I used it yesterday, still too strong. Look at ALGS, good God. I don't know why I'm talking in this advanced version of the voice, but it helps me feel like I can actually talk normally. Anyways, the Wingman, slightly increased rate of fire. Dude, the laser sights are crazy. They really are. Also, they greatly increased the rate of fire of the EVA-8. What were they thinking? The damage per pellet was reduced by 2, but good God, when you're on top of somebody, the damage is insane. I know the damage is lower, but it's pretty fast. And I think the speed makes up for the mistakes in terms of the damage if you whiff. You know what I mean? Also, this is a lot of just previous hotfixes. Wow. You know who I sound like? Nicewigg, don't get mad, but I wonder if I sound like Nicewigg. Anyways, All SMG damage increased by... Also, Nicewigg's an absolute beast. He carries ALGS. I'm just putting it out there. I might be sounding kind of strange because I'm medicated. Anyways, the Volt SMG also, previous hotfix, they improved the hipfire values. Yup. The sniper, they increased limb damage. I talked about this yesterday. It's not a lot, but it's something. The maps, pubs and ranked, Olympus, Storm Point, World's Edge. Yup. Those are cool maps. I like them. Mixtape, May 6th to June 23rd. I mean, if you're into mixtape, there you go. LTM arenas. You know what? It's okay. It's okay. It's not as exciting as I thought it would be. Let me know how you feel about it. It's only 3 rounds. Kind of more excited about the 1v1 stuff later. They added a difficulty sector for bot royale, so if you suck at the game, I guess you can fight the bots. There's some different levels, you know? For those people watching, it's like, God, I suck at Apex. You got bot royale. So ranked, dude, we were talking about this yesterday. The starting rank tier division is now based on your hidden skill value from previous rank seasons. If no skill value exists, guess what? You're noob lobbies pretty much. Yep. When a rank ladder is active, all players in rank will compete on a personal skill-based leaderboard for bonus rewards. Your 10 base RP scores during the rank will be counted towards your leaderboard position. And 10 rank matches will be completed based on leaderboard to qualify rank ladder rewards. I think the reward is the green trail. I don't know, it doesn't say it here. They said reward requirements, all players must now play a minimum number of rank matches before they can earn end of season rank rewards. The ladder champion, players who reached ladder champion will granted, let's see, what do they say? Will grant access to ladder champion. See, that's the green one I think they're talking about. Granted, and I covered in my video yesterday, so if you want to see what it looks like. I would be honest, I probably would edit it in, but I feel sick. Anyways, so type matchmaking will still primarily be the focus. It says this is going to be every weekend. I'm surprised it doesn't say it here. We'll see what it does. I'll be honest. All right. Blocked doors should no longer... Thank God. Wow. How many people have run into this issue? Blocked doors suck where they randomly open towards us. I've died a lot because of this. Certain POI should now list correct arsenals. Do they not? Anyways, control up should no longer occasionally swap after upgrading. I didn't know that. I guess I haven't played control in a while. Fix an issue with a 2x4 on the G7 reactive skins. Yeah, cool. Still important fix issues with the VFX. Yeah, thank you. I almost died in the ring sometimes, man. All right. Alter fix an issue where you can shoot after phased after using a void siphon. Okay. Portal should no longer be created for an enemy that died while being summoned by the void nexus. Huh, that was a bug. Anyways, Conduit fix crash with passive when allies disconnect in certain states. Dock should once again deploy as well the broken targeting state. That's a previous hotfix. Heat shade skins should no longer be too visible at a distance. Well, yeah, that skin was pay to lose. Also passive again, which charges a controller class perks. Given my controller. Let's try that again. I'm gonna leave that edit in there. Watson, passive once again recharges extra shields given by controller class perk. Cool, yeah, I like that. Firing range, meow. What? Legend locker. Okay. What are these? Quality of life? Okay. Reading it, added some sorting ability to some screens. Lifeline, reduce the intensity of Doc's teleport trail to reduce visual clutter. Cool. Reduce the size and frequency of accelerated weapons. Screen effects to be less. Yeah. Advantage, move energizing sniper's mark with the ult accelerate to reload. Okay. Yeah, that's a good quality of life change. Yeah, I get it. I'll slightly reduce the amount of time you're locked out of ADS after charging a sentinel. Nice, okay. Fixed aware gameplay volume while spectating when applying to regular gameplay. I'll have you guys just read the rest of these. I'm not feeling too good. There's a lot of details here for the graphics and stuff, but I'm just gonna upload the video and have you guys go to the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like. See you guys all in the next one.